This is you. 1 meter of mouth drifting in the black 2 miles down. A light on your tail. Nothing in your stomach. Give it time. Well, this isn't an eel. You begin life as a transparent leaf, a Leptocephalus larva, drifting near the surface. No parents, no plan, no bones worth mentioning. You don't even have red blood cells. You drift with your tiny mouth open, collecting marine snow, a constant drizzle of dead things from above. Your first meal in life is essentially dandruff. Nobody has ever seen a gulper eel spawn. Not once. As far as science is concerned, you simply appeared. Remember that. It'll matter later. You inherit nothing, no lessons, no guidance. Just a body that has to work everything out for itself. Right now, there's nothing to work with. You're a leaf. That comes later. And somewhere below you, in water that has never seen the sun, something is already waiting. You don't know it yet. You won't, for years. Your body decides it's done with the leaf phase. You shrink. Something ambitious starts developing at the front of your face. Then you sink. Say goodbye to the sun. You'll never see it again. The light goes out, one color at a time. By 1,000 meters, it's nothing. This is home. 500 to 3,000 meters down, containing more living space than every other habitat on Earth combined, and almost nothing in it. So evolution gave you two options: get good at finding meals or get good at never missing one. You went with option 2, aggressively. You also go black, not dark, black. You reflect less than 0.5% of the light that touches you. You are not hidden. You are a hole in the water. Let's check on that face. Oh, that's a lot of mouth. Your lower jaw is now 1/4 the length of your body, attached to a pouch that balloons out like a pelican's. Humans will call you the Gulper Eel, the Pelican Eel, and, best of all, the Umbrella Mouth Gulper. 3 names, all about your mouth. What are we eating? Small crustaceans. You have a mouth that unhinges like an umbrella, and what you actually eat is shrimp. In 1989, someone caught 760 of your relatives and found a diet of crustaceans, fish, squid, plus a genuinely worrying amount of seaweed. You are not a precision predator. You take whatever the dark brings you, and often, that's very little. The mouth isn't for size, it's for odds. Instead of chasing food accurately, you make yourself impossible to escape. It's not a weapon, it's a net. And then one day, a proper meal turns up, and you, 2 weeks hungry, do not pace yourself. You gulp, and keep gulping until you're a wobbling, distended balloon that can barely steer. Remember that shape. It's about to matter for a very different reason. At the end of your tail is a light, a photophore that glows pink and flashes red. Almost nothing down here can see red. You're broadcasting on a private channel. Curl the tail round, wiggle the tip. Small, curious animals come to investigate the pretty light. And then, the light's owner opens. It's so effective that in 2018, a research vessel filmed one of your relatives doing exactly this. The first time humans ever saw a living gulper eel. You'd been down here the whole while. Squid, you deploy the light, get the timing wrong, and discover that when your whole strategy is open, the failure mode is open, but empty, no harm done. Your success rate doesn't need to be high. It just needs to be occasional. And it's around now that you feel it. A pressure wave in the black. Too big, too fast. Not a shrimp. You brace. It's nothing. Harmless debris. You relax. You shouldn't have, because there's a second one, and this one doesn't pass by. You can't outrun it. You can't hide. So you do the only thing your strange body can do. The same trick that embarrassed you 2 weeks ago. You inflate. You throw your whole body open until the fragile little ribbon becomes a gaping monster twisting in the dark. Bigger than you are. stranger than anything should be, a bluff written in your own skin. It hesitates, you collapse, slip into the black, and you're gone. You didn't win by being strong. You won by being deeply, convincingly weird. And it's while you're recovering your shape that you find the first one. Another gulper eel. Dead. No bite, no wound. Its jaw has simply come apart, dissolved, like something ate the face and left the rest. Best not to think about it. So you go back to what you know. Marine snow buffet. You're back on the falling dandruff. That's the actual texture of your life. Not hunting. Waiting. We don't know how long you live. Nobody has ever kept one alive to check. So this section is mostly guesswork. You're one of the most distinctive animals in the deep ocean, and we know less about your daily routine than we do about the surface of Mars. Which brings us to the nets. Hundreds of your kind have ended up here, hauled into a world with too much light and not enough pressure. This can go two ways. This one survives, but someone wasn't. Another one. Jaw gone. Something is going through the deep, taking mouths, targeting your species specifically. Some ancient part of your brain has noticed the pattern, and it doesn't like it. So you go deeper. 3,000 meters, where nothing else can be bothered to follow. And here, finally, a whole fish. The final challenge. A fish. You open, you close, you win. Nobody around to be impressed. You've done it. You've made it further than almost every larva you drifted with. So all that's left is the killer. Except, right now, something more distracting is happening. You've caught a smell, which is strange because you've never cared about smell before. Your nostrils are getting bigger, noticeably bigger. And as they grow, something else starts happening. Your teeth loosen, your jaw softens. That enormous mouth, your entire life's work, begins to come apart. It dissolves because you are never going to eat again. You are turning into a nose. And this only happens if you're male. If you're female, none of this occurs. You just watch it happen to everyone else. You're male. There was never a killer. Nothing was hunting you. Every one of those bodies was just an adult male who got the message. That thing waiting for you down here, back when you were a sliver of glass near the surface, it was never a predator. It was this. It was always this. You follow the smell. You find her. And you do the one thing no human has ever watched a gulper eel do.